Yo, what's good? Manny Pacquiao versus Lucas Matisse is official. They've been putting it on, putting it off for quite some time. They were supposed to fight on June 24th, which is my birthday. Um, but now they're going to fight on let's see, July 14th in Malaysia for some reason. I don't know if that's a huge market. I understood China and I understood Pacquiao wanting to fight in China and him fighting in Australia, even. But in Malaysia, Pacquiao has really been a road warrior in the last few years. Going to China, like I said, going to Australia, losing to Jeff Horn. I really wish that he had rematched Jeff Horn in Australia. I think that would have added to his legacy. Even if he lost, most people thought he got robbed. I honestly haven't watched that fight yet. I will make a review when I watch it. That'll probably be on the 1 year anniversary of that fight because I haven't watched it yet. I really hadn't. I really didn't have an interest in watching that fight because of the controversial nature. I heard it was a dirty fight, but I still heard that it was a good fight. Pacquiao almost got him out of there in the ninth. This is all from what I've heard. I haven't watched it yet, but Lucas Matisse, man, he hasn't been relevant since he lost to Victor Postol 3 years ago at the StubHub Center. That was cool. I didn't go to that fight. I'm actually glad that I didn't go because it was kind of a stinker. Postol did his thing, his Eastern European boxing thing. Popped his eye socket. I think he broke his eye socket, and Matisse retired after that. And he came back 2 years later to knock out Emmanuel Taylor, which is a good opponent. He knocked him out in 4 rounds, which is pretty impressive, especially considering that he hadn't fought in 2 years. But he is no match for Pacquiao. Even Pacquiao in his old age, even after going life and death with losing a close decision. Probably most people thought it was a robbery, but he still won 12 hard rounds with a guy with I believe he had 14 fights. Like I say before, I hate to do these videos with very little research, but I think most of my facts are correct. If anything's off, correct me if I'm wrong. But uh, considering Pacquiao's age and even Matisse's age, I don't think this will be a very interesting fight. Maybe if this was 2 3 years ago, I would have considered a way more interesting fight. This fight's gonna be a welterweight. I don't even know who's the naturally bigger guy, but Pacquiao has fought naturally bigger guys. It could be a fun fight. Matisse is a fun fighter. Pacquiao's a fun fighter. Matisse is a power puncher. Pacquiao hasn't knocked anyone out in about 2009. That's 9 years now. Wow, really? He hasn't knocked anyone out in 9 years. But this fight is meh. This fight's meh. Pacquiao, he probably should have retired when he got knocked out. I wish he had, because then Mayweather wouldn't have the satisfaction of beating him. But then again, the fans wouldn't have had the satisfaction of that fight being made. But this fight doesn't have to happen. Pacquiao probably should have retired after last year's fight against Horn. There's no reason for this. I don't even see any plus side in it. If Matisse wins, okay. He still won't be considered a player in the 147. Just like Horn isn't considered really a player. He's a champion, but he isn't really fighting anyone. He hasn't fought since he fought Pacquiao, so he's not a player. He's a non-player because he's not fighting. I don't think Matisse is gonna be a player either if he beats Pacquiao because he's a good fighter, but compared to the guy, he can't beat Thurman, who can't seem to not be injured. He can't beat Errol Spence. He can't beat Crawford. He's not gonna be a player. This fight, what are they doing with Pacquiao late in his career, man? They're just doing a bunch of random fights with him, and I don't like it. I don't like this fight. I don't like what Bob Arum is doing with Pacquiao later in his career. These last 2 3 years, he's really not fighting anyone. And a guy like Pacquiao, if he's not fighting, really the best of the best, it's better for him to retire because we're used to him fighting the best of the best. He's Pacquiao. He's Pacquiao. Now I'm rambling. All right. What do you guys think about this fight? Thanks everybody for watching. Peace.